Hey, what's happening, YouTube? What's happening, family? Um, I want to introduce ourselves. This is our first live. I've done a few live on my own, but this is lifestyle change videos. My name is Raiderkev. This is my lovely wife,
It's Jtwice.
and we're coming to you live today. We're very passionate about lifestyle changes, improving our health, improving just our general, how you say, health is wealth, right? We really believe in that, and we have some stories we want to tell that will kind of emphasize why we feel this way, and we just want to share and just go through some things, and we want to interact. So this is a two-way conversation. So we're going to talk. We hope that you come in and leave some messages in the chat. We'll try to answer them. Some ideas that you have, we'll try to address them and talk about them. But this is about our community being healthy. It's about our community just helping us, giving us the quality of life that we deserve. Okay, one thing that we recognized years ago that we're responsible for our health. If you allow outside sources, the supermarkets, the advertisers of what's healthy and not healthy, if you let outside sources, right, tell you what's good for you and not research it for yourself and not find out for yourself, you'd be caught in a triangle of a money pit, right?
Yes,
With ideas that don't make sense, with things that are motivated by the dollar and not necessarily by your health, right?
that's right.
So that's what we're trying to address, and I think as a community we can help each other, and that's one of the reasonings behind these series of videos. Okay, so like I said, my name is Reddy Kev. This is my wife, Jtwice. You want to say a little bit, baby?
I just want to say I thank God for being here, and I came a mighty long way, guys. After August, when I got COVID, I end up like down to 149 pounds, looking like a
Well,
skeleton.
hold on, let's go back, go before we for the COVID situation.
Yeah, before the COVID situation, I was actually on the track to try to lose weight,
Right.
and that's when I got sick. I mean, I had actually lost a little bit,
Hmm.
but then I got sick and it just couldn't eat nothing.
Yeah.
Couldn't stand to even smell shrimp, my favorite food. So
Yeah.
it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the thing that she went through, it was like June of last year.
it started in June.
Yeah. So like June of last year, um, she got diagnosed with congestive heart failure, right?
Yeah.
And it came out of the blue. We had no idea. We thought we were doing well. So prior to that, let's even go a little bit further back, right? We started really being conscious about our eating habits, trying to do better. We even, for a small period of time, then we try to go vegan.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
we tried, and we realized we love seafood too much.
Couldn't let that seafood go.
Yeah, couldn't let that go. And but what came out of that, even though we didn't go vegan, right? Um, we changed some of our habits. We understood that greens was very important, healthy eating, starting to read the contents, and we started understanding a lot of these chemicals that are on these labels are not good for you, right? And started understanding those complexities. So that's where it started. And then it progressed. We of course let other things creep back into our diet, and then that's when over the years we come fast forward up to when she got diagnosed with congestive heart failure, right? So then the big one hit, right? You want to say it's the big one? I don't know if it's the big one.
Yeah, I
It
guess you
was. It
can.
was pretty. It was pretty rough. We both got uh came down with
We
COVID.
survived the first wave of the first one, and
Yeah. What was
then we came down with the
right?
Delta
What was
variant.
crazy was the first variant that came out of COVID. Right. We were out and about. Just a little background. Right. We are both truck drivers. Right. And so we was all over the country. And dealt with it. Didn't have an issue. Of course, wore our masks. We were always clean people. Always had hand sanitizer. That wasn't new to us. That was and so we survived, man. We survived a long time. And I don't know. Do you think it was that we got lax, or it just happened?
You might have got lax when you go in the
I
truck
didn't.
stop,
No,
but
I
I
don't think
didn't.
I didn't get
I
lax.
kept. It was easy for me to keep a mask on because it had saints on
Oh, yeah. Well,
it.
yeah. Then it was. Hey, sports is always a theme in our family. In our conversation, sports is always a theme. So,
Yep.
yeah. So you see the Raiders. See, I'm trying to convert her. Just a little off top. I'm trying to convert her into being a Raider fan. She put up the little background in our mobile studio of the. You can see it's right there. In case you guys don't see it, it's right. So I can't get it. Right, there we go. Right there. Yeah. So that wasn't me. That was her. All right. But anyway, so yeah, she had the Saints mask. So she always wore a mask. We always wore a mask and washed our hands. It just happened, man. I mean, you're gonna I'm not gonna say everyone is gonna come down with it. I doubt, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have a strong opinion about that. But I know it's not unusual or uncommon, right, for you to catch it. It's just what you're going to have to deal with when you do. And we were both hospitalized. We came up with the pneumonia variant, and it did a number on us. So one of the things about the COVID, whatever issues you have, it's going to highlight those issues. So with me, I had history of pneumonia anyway. That's why it kind of creeped up on me because I thought I was just coming down with a case of pneumonia, you know, but it wound up being COVID. So I just dealt with that issue, right? She dealt with other issues. She dealt with severe heart problems. Had
I had a heart
had a
attack
heart attack,
while I was
right?
in the hospital.
Right. Lost a lot of weight. Um, had to have a what did they put in?
It's an IV type thing. It's like I had to carry it around with me 24/7.
Yeah. And what about the operation you went through?
I have a pacemaker and a defibrillator.
Yeah. So it's a combination of both, right?
If I would have had just the pacemaker, I could still go drive. But since they got the defibrillator on it, I'm done with that. That career is over.
Yeah, yeah. So so she went through that, a lot of weight loss. And it was a rough time. She, she's a fighter, man, because she fought back. She fought back. And I think one of the things that we both are grateful for, and I put it in God's hands. I give God the credit, for everything, but I give him credit for that also because I think he gave us some strength prior to becoming, afflicted with that, with the COVID, because we both start working out. We had both started eating better. And I think it gave us the strength to fight. It gave us the strength to fight. And she fought. She fought very hard. Um, I'm not saying, you know, I don't know. I hate to say like how close it was to us losing, her, but it was scary.
Yeah.
It was very scary. And it was her strength that allowed her to come through that. It was her strength. And I think that's one of the things that we want to emphasize in this video, right? Is that pay attention to your bodies, guys. Pay attention to your bodies, listen, and understand what's happening. Don't buy into what people tell you. Learn for yourself, right? It doesn't matter what anybody's opinion is, right? Learn for yourself. And that way it becomes part of you. and it becomes a true lifestyle change and not just a diet or a fad or something that just, goes by the wayside over time, right? It becomes part of you, you know. Um, I told you guys that I don't I'm not a vegan, right? But basic for breakfast for years now, right? I do a vegan um, smoothie every morning, right? So I include a vegan dish like today. Today we had I had a vegan dish today, you know. So it's not that you have to turn your life totally in one direction. If you're not comfortable with that or if you're not strong enough, I don't think it's strength. I think it's all a mindset, right? Um, if I want to become a vegan, I know I could. It's just, and I know she could if she wanted to. We just choose not to, right? We want to do things that's going to last through our lifetime, not just something that's a fad or a phase, right? So yeah, so that's kind of some of the things we have gone through, man. We have dealt with. And I'm just glad we had the strength, and I'm glad that God put things in our path to give us the understanding of what we had to do in order to get right.
Yep.
You know.
And I know the true meaning of these. I lost my ass. It was flat. It's just coming back. But when people said I lost my ass, I really literally lost my ass. I was flat, skinny. I got down to 149 pounds. I haven't been there since probably like ninth grade or something. So I'm coming back
I can
now.
care less about that. I mean, it's about her. I want her here. All the other stuff that's window dressing, man. I worry about the health part. That's all I care about. So all right, let's talk about some of the things that we do, some of our habits, right? So I want to tag, I hate to do this, man. Guys, if you've watched some of my videos in the past, you know how I feel about weight, right? And I don't think that's something you should focus on. I think you should focus on how you feel.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, worry about how it makes you feel, not necessarily what's going to happen when you get on that scale, right? Because that can be very, you know, discouraging. It can throw you off, and it's not something that you really want to focus on, right? And I can't. It seems like I say it every time I do a video, right? Because I feel it's very important. I feel it's extremely important. Those scales can do a number on you. So forget about the scales, guys. Forget about them,
Go
right?
for the health.
Go for the health. Go for the habits, right? Um, and as long as it's the process, right? Just fall in love with the process. Don't fall in love with numbers. Don't fall in love with numbers. So I was just about to give you my weight. I'm not gonna do it because I lost a little, but that's not what's important, man. What's important is the process. And that's more important than anything. So last month I had a goal of 80 miles. Um, in what was that was March, right? Okay, because we're in April now, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it was March. So I got 80 miles in March, right? And with her help, right? So prior to her working out this last little what few about 2 weeks,
About 2 weeks.
about 2 weeks, walking a mile for her was an accomplishment, right? So she went through a heart attack, had an IV of medication that was helping the what was it? They helped to strengthen the heart, right? Um, all those things that she was dealing with, man. Prior to that, a mile, wouldn't even think about it, right? She went through all what she's went through.
Get tired just thinking about
Yeah,
it.
just yeah, would get tired. Just I would go out and say, hey, I'm going to walk a few miles. She'll get tired. So yeah. Now this past few weeks, man. You want to tell them or I tell them?
At least 3 or 4 times I walked 4 plus miles.
4 miles. Four
So
plus miles. Yeah. And the thing about that is it's like that's motivation for me because knowing where she was and seeing where she's at now, it makes me feel so good, and it motivated me, right?
Before then, I did drag the dog dragged me around the block a couple of times. That dog got too strong for me to handle, so
Yeah,
I couldn't do that anymore.
yeah. So I'm gonna set a new goal for this coming month, right? We're going for 90. We're going for 90 miles, and I'm gonna need you guys' help. I'm gonna need you guys' help because uh, I had to really push it to get this 80, and it's because I had some lazy days. So if you on Facebook, if you are friends with me on Facebook, right, what I would like you to do, if you don't see me post 2, 3 days in a row, just hit me up. What's up with you, man? What you doing? Right? Why we don't see that an update? Okay, I need that motivation. I need that push, right? Because we need a community, man. We need our community to help each other, right? The reason why I post my workouts is not for me to brag, right? It's for motivation. I'm hoping that someone sees it and says, hey, I want to jump on board. You don't have to do 3, 4 miles, 5 miles, right? If you work or walk for 20 minutes, that's better than sitting on the sofa doing nothing for 20 minutes.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? So don't look at numbers and let it encourage you or discourage you, right? Just do what you feel you're comfortable with. And whatever that is, you have done better than not doing anything. So that's so anybody who posts your workouts, you know, hit me up, let me know. I'll be following you, and I help motivate you, man. Because that's all I'm doing. I just want to help. I want to help motivate people to change their life. I'm not interested in a fad. I'm not interested in a diet, um, a short-term diet, I should say. And everyone should be concerned with, you know, uplifting their or increasing their eating habits, right? But I'm worried about lifestyle changes. You know, let's share a healthy meal, a dish, a recipe. Let's share that with each other, right? It helps motivate. A friend of mine, A-Trap, just today, right? He was talking about a healthy meal that he had. He had cooked. That's motivation. You know what I'm saying? So the more we talk, the more we can motivate each other. The more we motivate each other, the better success we have, or the better opportunity we have for success to achieve our goals. And what is our goals? Our goals is to change our life. Want to have
Be
quality,
healthy.
be healthy, right? So next I want to let's see what we had next.
Mm, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we had see, dude, you in my head. Anyway, so what I want to do is talk about some of the things that you guys are interested in. Um, what are you looking to do? What are some of your goals? What are some of the things that you want to achieve? And let's talk about them. Dennis going to read. You got any chat over there you want to talk about some people that's in the chat room?
Yeah, I just want to say hello to everybody that's in there. It's Mocha Bella
Oh, hey, Mocha, how you
and
doing?
334 Bama Boy.
334. All right.
I mean, it's on and the infamous H rap.
Yeah. That.
That's Janice's husband's friend.
Inside joke. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So, guys, if you have any questions, Janice will read them out and we'll answer them. In the meantime, let me let me talk about some other things too. Some other things I want to try to do on this channel. Um, I have a couple of people I'm going to be interviewing. Okay. Um, I don't have anyone booked yet, right? It's not solid booking. We talked about it. We're gonna talk about um growing our own foods, right? What's the benefits of that, right? How do we do it? Is it very difficult, right? If you're not interested in growing your own food, how is it important to eat from known sources, right? When we go to the supermarket, a lot of times this food, I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's not as healthy as it claims to be, right? A lot of times, food, it takes months to actually get from the garden or from the field to your plate, right? Let's reduce that time, right? Because the less time, the healthier it's going to be, the better it's going to be, taste wise, the more nutrition it's going to have. So our bodies were designed to eat what we grow, you know, or what we hunt. You know, we're hunters also, right? We're gatherers and we're hunters, right? So but that's what our bodies are designed for. We have gotten into this structure or this what's a good word I'm searching for? This habit of convenience, right?
Yeah.
We want it packaged for us. We want it picked for us, packaged, stored, whatever, right? Um, and some things we can do for ourselves, right? We don't have to depend on the supermarket for everything, right? And then if we do, whatever we do go to supermarkets for, let's look at fresh items as much as possible. I know we can't do it all. We can't everything can't just be fresh. I realize that that's a hard bar to try to accomplish, right? But let's as much as we can, you know. Um,
Try to stay away from the canned stuff
yeah,
because it's
canned
full of
stuff,
sodium.
full of sodium, right? Full of sodium. Not saying eliminate it, but whatever you can, right?
That's easy for me because I don't even like canned food, so
Yeah,
that would be easy.
right. So you get some beans instead of getting the canned beans. How about the frozen beans? Might be a little bit better, a little bit healthier, or fresh beans, dried beans, um, even better, right? So, yeah, the canned foods, man. Let's stay away from that can. We had a guy we used to. He wasn't a broadcaster. He was a well, he was a broadcaster in a way. He was an announcer on a show, right? And he was a health nut. And he had this thing: when you go to the grocery store, don't go down the aisle. Just shop on the outside, right? So your fresh vegetables, you go to the store, if you realize your fresh vegetables on the outside, the meats are in the back, you know, um, and you just stay out of the aisles. If you can eliminate as much aisles as possible, the healthier your food will be, right? So let's stay out of the aisles as much as possible. Let's just shop on the outsides, right? Produce, your fresh meats if you're going to do that, your fresh seafoods. Um, let's try that as much as possible, right? And I think you're shopping and what you're shopping for will be healthier for you, right? Like I said, we our goal is to get as close to perfection as possible, right? You're not going to be perfect, right? Just like in I know a lot of people. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot of people. I know some people might not be as religious as we are, and some of them are more religious than we are. But we're all striving for perfection, right, in our life. Same thing with our eating. You're never going to be perfect, right? But you can strive to be as perfect as you can. Whatever accomplishments you can make, there it is, there it is. So let's try to do that, man, as much as we can. So um, you got anything in there?
No.
No questions yet?
Yep. Okay, Mokai asked me when we got COVID, did anybody else in the family get it? No, because they all had it first. They got
Right.
okay. Everybody over 17 in that house had got COVID already. And one time my daughter called me and told me, "Don't y'all come this way." Just like that because everybody in here got COVID except my husband. She said everybody got COVID. And so we didn't go home at that time. Then everybody got well. We went home. We still didn't pick it up from
Yeah,
nowhere
never
at
did.
home.
Never did.
Not until we went back on the road after I was diagnosed. A couple months after I was diagnosed with CHF, that's when we got COVID.
Yeah. And so when we got COVID, we're not sure. We took a trip to Vegas. We think that may have been where we contracted it.
Yeah, but we were masked up real
Yeah,
good
we
there. I
was,
mean,
but you never know. I mean, that's a precaution. That's not a, you know, it's not foolproof.
yeah,
You know,
true.
it helps. You know what I'm saying? It helps. So we don't really know exactly where we got it, but we took a trip to Vegas. We were fine. Um, and I think it was like 2 days before going on the road, right?
No, we had been on the road for a while, but when I came back, I actually had a cold, and I said, "Well, I'm getting the summer cold," but it probably wasn't. It was probably COVID
It
starting.
may have been.
But
It may have been.
we really got it bad. We went to California. We was on our way back.
No, actually, no. We was in Minnesota, not Minnesota. We was in Baltimore.
It
We got
started in
we
Baltimore.
got remember because we thought it was a flu. Remember we thought we had the flu, and we got all those flu medications,
Oh yeah, yeah. But then when it really got
and
worse
we
going
both
out
lost
west.
our appetite.
Yep.
So
And
I
on the way back, guys, it's just like I was back there in the truck, and I think I called everybody in the world that I knew, calling some of everybody. I was hurting so bad, I was just calling everybody's name.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah
Yeah, and it's
and
like people may not believe it, but I think one time I even seen my mama trying to tell me you can't come with me now. You got to stay. You
mm,
can't come. She is, and it's not the first time a situation like that happened with her. She sent me back. You can't come yet, and
yeah
that's real. I used to say people were crazy when they say that, but this didn't happen to me a bunch of times lately.
yeah yeah yeah. I'm not really sure when that really when we actually came down with it, but I know I can remember we was in Baltimore and we had to go to California, and we had to sit for a day in Baltimore, and it was pretty bad. We were neither one of us had an appetite, and it was like flu symptoms. So, and that's what we're trying to figure out at the time. We are trying to figure out where did we catch this, because that was about a week, right, between the Vegas trip.
Yep, about a week.
So we went to Vegas, we came home, came home for a few days, then we went to work, and pretty much the first load we went to Baltimore, and we had to wait for a load that was going to California. But in that time period, she had a cold when we left home, and then when we got to, and then I started feeling a little bad, felt like a cold, and we got to Baltimore, it was pretty bad. It was like a severe flu, right? And but we didn't think it was COVID because we never lost our sense of taste, smell. We lost our appetite.
Do you still have any effects from it? You think that's a 334? I want to find out.
No,
I don't.
no,
I don't. I
no,
don't.
no. So we were both hospitalized. So let me go down the story, and I'll get to that 334. So when I got hospital when we was in Baltimore, we sat for a day, and then we took off to California. About halfway, so I would say 2 days, it got really bad. At the time, I had been exercising. I had been up to I got up to walking like 3 to 4 miles on a good day, and I walked a mile and a half, and I was done. I was done. I was really done. But I just thought it was the flu. But I was done. I couldn't, you know. But I never put it on COVID. I just thought it was the flu.
Yeah, at
Right?
first he was worse than me
Yeah.
because we were coming back from it, and I'm tell you, I could tell y'all this now, but at that time, when I got diagnosed in June, I wasn't able to drive anymore because they didn't clear me medically. But when we on our way back from California, he was getting so bad till he stopped to fuel the truck. He couldn't even do it. I could barely walk around the truck. So I
But
actually got the
hold on. You're skipping though.
what?
I'll get to that. Hold on, you're skipping something though. So anyway, when we got to California, so we made it to California. Like I said, we was feeling like I realized it went from a flu, right? After that workout, the next morning I started having symptoms of pneumonia. Now she never had pneumonia, so she didn't know
Yeah, I
what it
don't know.
felt like. I had pneumonia before. I've had it a few times. I was hospitalized with pneumonia like 20 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. So I know exactly what it feels like when it starts to come on. And that's what I noticed. I said, man, I'm coming down with the flu. That's what I felt. And but it wasn't severe. It was just a little shortness of breath. I was still able to walk pretty good without a problem. Not workout walking, but just actually just normal working out. Not working out, normal walking, going in the store, fueling the truck, doing work related activity, right? Without a problem, not a big problem, right? And then when we got by the time, so then the time frame was so Baltimore, 2 days, started coming down with pneumonia. Then the next day, I got to California because it took about 3 days, 3.5 days to get to California.
Hmm.
So that fourth day, well, yeah, that fourth day, I delivered. I was feeling really bad. I was really questioning whether or not I was going to be able to do my duties. And we don't have to unload the truck. All I have to do is walk to the back of the truck, open the doors, um, back up, walk back up to the front of the truck, back up to the dock, go back, chalk my wheels, right? Go hand my paperwork to the whoever's going to unload me. That's my duties. Okay. I was questioning whether I can do those duties. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was. I still thought it was pneumonia. I really did. I thought it was pneumonia. So then I made my delivery, made my pickup, and the pickup, and just how I progressed. So just that morning, it was very difficult just to do those little tasks I just told you about, right? Within a few more hours, I had to do the same task just in reverse, right? They were going to load me, and I had to do the same task, but they were loading me, right? Guys, when I walked, okay, so they loaded us up. I had to we pulled up to the guard shack. I had to walk from the back of the truck, from the front of the truck to the back of the truck. And guys, when I tell you that was like a marathon, that was like a freaking marathon. You hear me? That was like a marathon. When I got to the back, I don't know what excuse I gave the guy. I can't remember, but I gave him some excuse while I was out of breath or whatever. But he kept asking, "You all right?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, I'm good." I was faking because I didn't want him to call the ambulance, right? Because now I know I'm done, right? But yeah, that was like a marathon. So then got loaded, and you see, when I'm sitting still, I was fine. I wasn't out of breath. It's just as soon as you get out of the truck and do anything, I was done. I couldn't catch my breath, right? So now, fast forward, we leaving California, we coming back, and we knew we had to try to head home. The load wasn't going home, but we knew we had to come through home because we knew we were in bad shape, right? And that was our goal, to try to make it home, right? So that day, the rest of that day, I was fine because I just was sitting in the driver's seat. And the next day, I had to fuel the truck. I laugh because you say, Raiderkev, you're just fueling the damn truck. What's the problem, right? You want to explain? Now you can explain to what it was.
Okay, so I wasn't even supposed to be driving the truck because I mean I was disqualified by the DOT really. But when we got there, he said, if if I could get somebody to fuel this truck for me, as long as I just drive straight, I'd be all right. And I said, I could probably try to do that, but mind you, I could barely walk myself.
Yeah, and she hadn't gotten out of the truck this whole
Yeah, I
time,
had never even been
so
out the
she had
truck,
never
and that's
tested her
yeah,
ability to, to
and it
do
was
anything.
real hot out there, and I got down from the truck, and I was holding on to the truck the whole while, and I got the thing in there. I started feeling I could feel the side on the driver's side, but the other side I couldn't even think because I maybe could have held onto the trail and walked around to the other side and put
The
and
nozzle.
put the nozzle in there. But what I did was they had this guy with a cowboy's hat on. He came he
See,
came over
cowboys are
there.
good for something.
Yeah, he came over there and he helped me. He helped me. I asked him, I said, "Can you put the nozzle in on the other side for me?" I said, I don't think I can make it around." And I was thinking about I had to walk around the front of the truck while it heated by the radiator and stuff, but I didn't even I couldn't even like I said I couldn't even think to just hold on to the trail and walk to the other side. But he put it in there, and when it clicked off and it was time to take it out, I said, oh, "Darn, he gone. He had the left already." So it was some more guys coming across. So I got this guy, a foreign guy. I asked him. I said, Mister, could you please help me? I said, when you go on the other side of the truck, I said, can you take the nozzle out and hang it up for me? I said, I'm having a
That's
hard time.
we're trying to put fuel in the truck,
And
and that's like a monumental task.
yeah, because one other time when before we got to that spot, I wanted to get down and try to eat some food because I know I wasn't eating anything, but I couldn't even walk, couldn't even make it. So I got back in that truck, and then after that, I didn't even have an appetite anymore. So it was bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So
And the reason why we made it to Amarillo
yeah,
because he wanted to try to stop somewhere else and get us. And I figured we make it to Amarillo. My daughter only had about 100 and some miles from there, right?
yeah. So that was my thought. See, again, we're not thinking COVID. I'm thinking about my experience with pneumonia. And I remember when I had pneumonia, I was in Houston. I was driving trucks, right? And I had to be hospitalized. And it was just pretty much an overnight thing, right? They gave me some medications um, through the IV, and they kept me overnight. And pretty much the next day, I was good to go, right? I left with a prescription. A week later, it was done. In my mind, that's that's what I'm having to go through, right? So I'm not thinking like a long term thing. I'm thinking a short term, maybe a day, and we'll be good, right? Now we made it to. We were trying to make it back home, and it just wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work. We couldn't do it. So we stopped in Amarillo, and we checked ourselves in. We called an
Oh
ambulance.
yeah, you had to park the truck at
Yeah,
Walmart,
right,
and the
right.
ambulance had to come get
Had to
us
come
from
get
the
us.
truck.
Yeah,
And I was telling them, I don't think I can walk to the truck, but they
yeah,
they two of them helped me to the
yeah,
truck. I mean to the ambulance, and
yeah,
that's how we left. And I can't remember too much after that before.
yeah. So we got to the hospital, and again, I'm thinking, hey, this is gonna be a one night stay, top two tops, right? And then that's when we realized what had happened, right? It was COVID. It was that pneumonia variant, and so I spent a week, a week in the
About a
hospital.
week.
Yeah,
And I spent like 2 weeks.
and she spent 2 weeks. She spent 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and when I got checked out, because see, we were still trying to keep a job because we didn't want to tell them exactly what happened because there were certain policies we was going to have to follow that we didn't want to have to go through, right? So I told them that, and we no longer there, so it don't matter if they see this. So it don't really matter, right? I told them that she was in the hospital, and I wasn't going to leave her. So that's why we were there. But there were certain things we had to do with the load. I'm in the hospital. I can't do them. I can't do them, right? But God is good. God was able to work around those issues. They never found out. Everything was all good. But when I got checked out, I couldn't I still couldn't breathe without oxygen. that well. I couldn't walk 50 feet, about 50 feet. I couldn't walk about 50 feet. Um, Hold on, guys. You know why this thing keeps popping up? Yeah, so I couldn't walk. Oh man, yeah, I would say about 50 feet without just totally being out of breath with that oxygen. And you go to a customer with an oxygen, and they
When
didn't
you're
give me.
not supposed to.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to
You
be.
wasn't even supposed to be driving like
Right.
that.
So, you can't go and customer with an oxygen bottle, right? So I had to take the oxygen off because they gave me a little machine. Oh, it wasn't a little machine, like a suitcase, right? I had in the truck that gave me the oxygen, and then I had the little bottles. I had big old folk bottles, right? To go to be mobile, right? Well, you can't.
And you had help.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying, but I couldn't go into a customer with those bottles. That was, that wasn't gonna set right. So, yeah, I had to try to tough it out, and it was hard. It was really hard, but so that lasted. See, the way I felt when I came out of the hospital, I thought that was going to be a long-term thing. I thought that was going to be something like months, you know, six
But you only
months.
use it about 2 weeks,
I
maybe.
used it about 2 weeks. That's why I say God is good, man.
Yeah.
God is good because 2 weeks and I was off oxygen altogether, right?
And he actually went from them almost putting him on the ventilator in the hospital.
Yeah, I was really close.
It would have been really bad if he got on
Yeah,
that ventilator
I
because he
was
wouldn't
real
have been able to
close.
communicate with those folks or nothing.
Yeah, I
So
was real close. That's why I say, man, God is good. I give him all the praise, man. I give him all the praise. So anyway, so our recovery, man, it was just took time, doing the right things, eating well, having that positive state of mind, um, communicating with our Father, right? And that's what that's what gave us that healing grace, you know. That's what gave us that healing grace. So here we are today. Yeah. So anything else, babe?
oh yeah, 334. Sometimes I don't know if it's happened from COVID or what, but seems like I forget a lot now. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it or not. And sometimes my concentration is off. So if it was there before, I didn't notice. But it's kind of bad sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it really bothers her because she used to be able to, you know, she had great memory. She could recite things. You know, sometimes you got to know her. Every little thing she could remember. I want you to forget that, woman. Yeah, she wouldn't forget. But now, yeah, at times she has lapses, but nothing bad, nothing we can't deal with. Certainly nothing we can't deal with. And look, I'm telling you, man, this is what's positive. This is what keeps us motivated, right? Prior to this, prior to all what we went through, she could not, she wouldn't even consider walking over a mile. With all she's gone through, she can walk 4 miles anytime that she wants to. Anytime she wants to. I'm back to where I was about 5 years ago. I'm doing 5, 6 mile walks whenever I want to, right? I could do more. The only reason why I call it old man problems, right? The only problem I have when I stop walking is because my feet hurt. It's because my knees hurt. It's not because I'm out of breath or I don't have the motivation or have the desire to do more. I truly, like the other day, I walked like 6 miles. If it wasn't for my feet, because my knees wasn't bothering me that day, if it wasn't for my feet, I probably would have walked 10 miles because it was perfect weather, um, perfect time during the day. I didn't have much to do. So I had the time. I felt good. Weather wasn't an issue. My feet Old man problems.
He got one of them toes like Shaq.
Oh, too much information, man. Too much information. Just say my feet hurt. You ain't got to go into all that.
That darn toenail make your feet hurt.
Well, look, it's really bad. It's really bad. But as far as my health, though, that's the part that I want to focus on. It's just I think I'm going to contribute our recovery, right, to the changes that made prior to getting sick, right? I think because I think about it, right before I got sick, I think on one of my health videos, the first one, I told you guys I was over 400 pounds. Now imagine carrying all that weight. Now I'm 6'4", so you might not, I mean, certainly you would have seen I was big. You can see now, even though I've lost a lot of weight, you can still see I'm big, right? But even at that weight, it probably wasn't as telling, right? I hit it very, very good, right? But I was over 400 pounds, right?
Way over.
Yeah, way over 400 pounds. So prior to me getting sick, I got down to like 350, somewhere in there, 360. So imagine me carrying all that weight and trying to recover. You see what I'm saying? So those lifestyle changes that I made prior helped me get over this illness or the after effects of COVID, the things I had to deal with. It helped me because I couldn't imagine where I would have gotten the strength to carry the burden of COVID and all it, brought to me, along with that extra weight. That would, to me, it would have been hard to imagine. So whatever God threw in my path to motivate me to get right, to start making some health life changes, right? I'm grateful for, and that's why I give him all the praise, because he put that in my mind to do that. I didn't do it on my own, right? And I just listened, and that's the theme of this video. That's the theme of what we are wanting to share. This is why we're sharing, right? Listen to your body, understand what your body is telling you, right? Um, because sometimes those little voices, sometimes those little thoughts is coming from your creator, right? And he might be telling you need to make some changes because you're going to have to deal with something. And that strength that you're going to gather from those changes is going to help you get over it. Not only, hey, it's going to help you feel good about yourself, it's going to, hopefully prolong your life, certainly give you more quality of life, right? All those things are the benefits also. But one of the big benefits is when you have an issue, you now have the strength that you can draw from to fight and recover. So that's the purpose and the goal of this video, to try to share our stories, to share what we had to overcome, to try to help anyone, to preach to anyone, make some changes. And it doesn't have to be huge. You don't have to say I'm going in a total different direction. You could just angle a little to one way or the other, just to make some subtle changes. Eat one healthy meal a day. Cut one bad thing out of your life. I know one thing I cut out a long time ago. I know some of you guys are gonna say I'm cursing, right? But I cut out sodas. I don't drink any sodas, right? I used to drink. I replaced that with tea, right? Now I'm cutting that out. Not totally. I still, like, I had some tea today, right? But no, I didn't have tea today. I had some coconut water. Yeah, coconut water today. But yes, last night I had some tea. So I'm not saying I'm eliminating tea either, right? Because tea is not bad for you. It's just that when you have the sweet tea, right? What I'm trying to do, the sugar is not better, is not good for me, right? So just make some subtle changes to help improve your life, the quality of your life, right? Doesn't have to be drastic. If you want to make a drastic change, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's a fantastic thing. Okay, that's a fantastic thing. But what I'm saying is, if you are not motivated to make a huge change, do something small, something subtle, and let it build. Or if it's just, hey, I'm gonna just cut out sodas. Hey man, you've just cut out a bad habit. If you
Yeah, but that's how I got my weight back.
Yeah, well, see,
Hmm.
I don't
I
think it's
had
just that
stopped
though.
drinking
I
sodas
think
too, but
no, I think
when
it's I think it's more you just eating better.
I'm eating better,
You're
but
eating more.
you see my daughter bring all those sodas, and then she gained some weight too with
Yeah,
them
but you don't drink
sodas.
a whole lot of soda though.
I did start
You drink more lemonade.
more than you think.
You drink more lemonade than anything though.
I do drink a lot of lemonade, but you don't see all those sodas from
Well,
Louisiana.
maybe I
She
don't
be
pay.
bringing the stuff back from
Maybe I'm being a bad
Louisiana, and I
husband and not paying close enough attention. I didn't think she was drinking a lot of sodas, to be honest with
well,
you.
I wanted
I
my
know you
weight
had
back.
some every now and then.
Yeah.
She's so stuck on that weight. I'm glad she's healthy. I just worry about her being healthy. I can care less about the window dressing things she's worried about. I don't care about that. I just care about her health. That's all I care about. But yeah, so just whatever changes you can make, right? That's the whole goal. That's the purpose, right? Make whatever changes that you are comfortable with making. Just make them sustainable for life. Lifestyle changes. That's what we're pushing. That's what we're pushing. If it's a vegan meal a day, okay, do that. It's easy to do breakfast. It's easy. Some fruit, right? Um, some almond milk. Look, I showed a video one time of what I do for my breakfast smoothies, right? What Mocha said.
She said what health issues we had before COVID. Yeah, we both had high blood pressure.
Well, yeah, high blood pressure, which never really reared its head during COVID though. But I think the two health issues we had was she got diagnosed with congested heart failure. That she couldn't really do anything about that, and it came to bite her because she had a heart attack. COVID caused a heart attack. It attacked her heart. All right. With me, by the grace of God, He put it in my mind to lose some weight because I think the underlying issue with me was being overweight. And I think because I lost that weight, not all of it, of course, I still got a long way to go, but because I started eating healthier, started working out, started exercising, I had built up some strength. So when COVID hit, it did attack my respiratory system, right? But it didn't attack anything else. But the strength I was able to fight because of the strength that I had built up right before getting COVID. So I was able to help myself through the grace of God, right? Putting it in my mind to get healthier, and that helped me, right? She didn't have that luxury. She couldn't do anything to help strengthen her heart fast enough. And then when we got COVID, it attacked her heart, and that's why she had the issue she had. That's why she had the issue she had. So,
Yeah,
anything else you want to add, sweetheart?
no, I just appreciate Mocha and them coming in,
Yeah,
spending time with us.
yeah. So we're gonna wrap this up. Again, like I said, look for me to do more lives when it comes to health. I'm gonna try to do something. It's not set in stone, but I think not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, I'm gonna have my sister on. Um, they are doing. They are big in agriculture and uh, building your own garden, eating fresh foods. So she's going to come on and she's going to talk about that. I'm hoping at some point. Um, my daughter is she's a vegan. She's written a book. She has a website. I'm going to have her on to promote that. Um, and just talk about that lifestyle, and hoping to get some few other people that I'm thinking about to come on and just talk about um, things we can do to help change our our life. Uh, Lifestyle changes. That's what we're focusing on, right? So again, I want to appreciate. I truly, truly appreciate all the support on Facebook. You guys motivate me. Like I said, I post those videos not to brag, certainly not to brag at all. I just want to help motivate someone. That's what the meaning of those posts are, right? But here's what I want to tell you guys. When I see the thumbs up, when I see the comments, guys, it truly helps me. It motivates me. It pushes me. Whenever whenever I feel that I don't work out because it's me, I can't control the weather, right? Um, I can't control that. So weather and sometimes work get in the way and I don't have the time. When those things occur and I can't work out, I just, it's just part of the game, right? But when I'm just lazy and don't get out there and walk and don't get out and put my work in, I feel I'm letting you guys down. Because when I post and I see the positive image that you guys give me and inspiration you guys give me, it truly motivates me. And when I'm out working, I think about that post that I'm going to put up because I want you guys to be proud. I want you guys to be motivated, right? And if I go out there and I do, a few miles and I'm tired or I'm frustrated or something happens, I just think about I can't let you guys down. You guys don't realize how much you motivate me. You guys motivate me a lot, right? So it's a two-way street. That's what all this is about, man. It's not about me putting something out there. It's about us motivating each other, right? So I want to encourage you guys to let's talk, let's share. Um, the greatest, he's on X Squad. He's a DJ. Uh, I mean, you guys, you got to check him out, right? Go to Spreaker.com. D Great, the greatest. I'm sorry. Um, he just told me today he's about to get back. He told me that some of the things that I post is motivating him. Man, that just does wonders for my spirit, man. It motivates me tremendously, right? So um what's that, man?
Oh, nothing. I was just reading some stuff.
Oh, okay, okay. So those little things, man, it's just those little things really, really do a lot. So that's the whole goal, man. That's the goal for the channel. That's the goal for my posts, right? Is to help motivate. If I can help one person to do something to help change their life, right? Then I've answered the calling. I've answered all my efforts are not in vain. So that's the whole goal, man, to help each other. So guys, continue to post what you're doing. Shit, if I don't respond or don't put give you that thumbs up or a comment, DM me, man. Hit me up. Let me know, hey, Raiderkev, look what I'm doing. And I'll put you on the radar, okay? Because I want to help motivate anyone that I can, right? Same thing, man. If it's something that you see I'm doing, so right now what I'm doing, I'm focusing on my walking is going to be always part of it, right? I'm adding strengthening exercises to my workouts. Go look at the video I posted about those bands. Man, them things, they give you a workout, right? They really give me a good workout. And I'm about to go back on the road, so I needed something that I can carry that's not heavy. And those bands they are the ticket. That's going to be my go-to when I get on the road. So, um, but any other ideas you guys have, man, um, send me a message. Give me some ideas. Let me know. Let me know what you're doing. Because maybe I can incorporate some of the things that you're doing. What you got?
Oh, I was just
Oh, it's
typing.
Tiffany.
Yeah, Tiff.
What's up, Tiff? Pulling and pulling. What's up, girl? Hey, I've been checking you out. I like what you're doing. I see
Yep.
you. I see you putting in that work.
Yep. We see you.
Yeah, we see you. We see you. We see you. So yeah, so guys, let's share, man. Let's help inspire each other. Let's help motivate each other. This is a community. We can help each other grow. We can help each other have that quality of life that we strive for, that we deserve, right? That we deserve. Don't let these corporations, man, just pump us up with this garbage, right? And have us looking out here stupid, right? Let's motivate each other to get right. Because that's the whole, that's our purpose, man. That's what we're inspired to do. And so let's do it. Let's help each other, right? So I'm gonna go and end this. Continue to check out the channel. Like I said, I'm gonna try to include more lives, but I'm always posting videos. I try to be honest with my posts, my titles. I know everyone isn't interested in my Raider content. I don't know why, but I know everybody's not. So
They like my Saints though. I think.
well, anyway, see, if you like your Saints so much, why you don't come and do more Saints videos?
I couldn't even watch games because I was
I
scared I was gonna have
I
another
show
heart
my
attack.
passion. I come on here and show my passion. Where yours?
I was scared I was gonna have another heart attack talking about the Saints.
See, she gonna see. She gonna pull that card out on me. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, I accept that. But anyway, I try to be honest with my titles. I still have some more gun stuff. I haven't stopped doing that. Well, I've stopped posting, right? But but I'm gonna start doing some more content, more gun content, and it's all gonna be on the same channel. So just look for the titles, whatever you're interested in, come and check it out. Come and check it out. Show that support. It's all appreciated. And guys, I just want to tell you how much we love you guys.
Yep,
We appreciate the support. We appreciate the love. And guys, we just want you to have a blessed day. I'm gonna end this. You ready to end it, or you got something else you want to say? You can end it? Okay. So I'm gonna end this video like I always in all my videos, guys. Guys, love each other. Guys, take care of each other. And guys, be blessed. Raiderkev and his queen, Jtwice, we out. Peace, guys. Peace.